All right, this is part two of our Power Pulp Comics promo and discussion, where a couple weeks ago we had a live streaming event, and we had Matt King on, and we got to hear all the nitty gritty about powerpulpcomics.com, which is a website distributing 14 indie creators at the moment. And this episode, we're going to take some time. I'm going to bring a screenshot up of the website itself, and actually hopefully be able to maneuver around it too, where we're going to talk about those indie creators. Matt specifically, who's with us, Matt King, who is the creator, writer of Tales to Enlighten, the Old Testament and New Testament. And as I say to everybody, you don't own these copies, you are missing out. They are the Bibles of indie comics because everybody, except Jake and I, are in this in here.
If the Bible was sacrilegious, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we go with that. But Matt, how you doing today?
Doing excellent.
Awesome. Now let me see. I'm going to share a screen, and let's see here. This is probably gonna nope. Nope, that's not what I want.
So this is gonna be fun. Last time we
that's not working.
Last time we kind of like introduced the concept, and the elevator pitch version is a whole bunch of like-minded indie creators that they gather together under the banner of weird comics genre, which is general. All are pooling their resources to have a central shipping location, and they're also going to obviously share some promotional resources, as they combine on this website and catalog. So that was really exciting news. It's called Power Pulp Comics. It's at powerpulpcomics.com. And if you're an individual buyer, collector, you can order one or all of them. And if you are a retailer, you can go online and get the wholesale version of it all. So this is great model, I think, theoretically, to get stuff into people's hands. Although their first iteration here is just announced and just starting to grow. It's going to take a while, to get the word out and to break through, the spam filters and the junk mail filters and everything. But we're happy to have one of the progenitors, Matt King, here with us to explain the nuts and bolts. And this time, I think Kurt is going to bless us with scrolling through all the offerings, and maybe we could ask the King Megatrip himself about each one and what he can tell us.
For sure. You summed it up quite nicely. Thank you. We are a creator-led distro model disguised as a publisher. So, like you guys say all the time, when you buy something from eBay, you don't want to buy just the one comic and pay the $8 shipping. You want to grab a couple things, make it worth your while, and that's what we're kind of offering here. It looks like we're the Power Pulp Comics, like a publisher, but we're each our own businesses, our own, everything's. Each one of us 100% does our own thing. We send it in, and we work together to get the word out.
Right, and there is kind of like a collective, at work here that is, democratically deciding who is going to be joining them, whether or not they fit the mold, that kind of stuff. So, like I say, the model is very ground up, grassroots. You have other models like the Scout model, or the Image model, or even the Eli Schwab model. You have all these different models going on, and so this is a little bit unique, a little bit different, but I think sorely needed, and can't wait to dive in.
You guys bring up Eli and Cosmic Lion Productions. You guys should schedule something with him.
Absolutely. We've done one interview with him already. I mean, we
Oh, you
definitely
did?
want to do it. We definitely
Okay.
want to do another one. We always do follow-ups. It's just we've got 3 more interviews to finish our IC3 list.
Mm-hmm.
So once we get through that, Eli is definitely at the top of
Oh
that
yeah,
list. So.
there's so much that has gone down since we
Yeah.
spoke with him.
I feel
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Cosmic Lion is very, very much a similar wavelength to the kind of stuff that we're doing. So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I really like what he does over there.
Oh, love it. I think he's making the right waves, as well as everybody he has under the umbrella, the Cosmic Lion umbrella.
Right.
And you guys, I think it's a really nice addition, if you will, in being able to go one place, grab 3 to 5 titles, save on the shipping, wait for the next wave.
Right.
Word.
Right. And we do have like a mini second wave coming. We added this morning. We added Charles Glaubitz on with his book Newsphere. And yeah, right there, you got it. You're playing
Yay!
along. So this is like a 4-issue miniseries from what he told us the other night at the meeting. And man, I can't see the screen because it's my phone, but how many are available? Does it say?
6.
Yeah,
6 are left.
So he sent in 10. That's all he had on hand at the moment when he was going back to print some more. But he actually did a couple books called Star Seeds for Fantagraphics. So he's like the real thing, A lot of us in the collective are actually fans of his, which is fun.
Yeah, those are great sample pages. I see, the next generation of Kirby enthusiasts in there. Remind you of Godland a little. It's black and white. Nice with nice gray tones. Does it say the page counts on these? Yes, it says 56 pages.
56. 8.5 by 11, black and white.
So that's a substantial book right there. And,
the fun thing about this collective is you have to read everyone's descriptions because there's 5.5 by 8.5. There's 8.5 by 11. There's standard size. Sam J. Royale has like a 5 by 5, I think, whatever like a CD cover is basically.
Right. Now, Kurt, can you flip over on the pop-up menu to the digital copy to see what the digital copy sells for?
$10.
Oh, okay. You happen to know that already. Okay, gotcha. See? So, folks, you can, if you're, 18 or 17 and you're used to digital comics, you have your big iPad, go ahead and, grab it now. No shipping to worry about. But, if you're like me and you want something in your hand that you can sell for more later, speculate. Go ahead and grab Newsphere while it's new. All right. Now this is Kurt's
This is
wheelhouse.
Ninja 4 by the Coates brothers, James on art and John either writing it or assisting writing. I'm not exactly sure. He also I know he does some colors, so I don't know if he's doing the coloring here or what's what. I don't have like exact synopsis or play-by-play on who does what on all these books. I'm just telling you just what I know offhand. But this is this is a follow-up of one of those, the Shokasagi movies from the 80s. Yeah, so this is like a direct living in the same sort of world as that. I believe they told me they got in touch with the director of the movie and they sent him a copy and he showed it on his website or Instagram or something.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's very cool. It's also like oversized. What are the dimensions of that one? Because I think it's oversized.
8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
58 pages, $10. This is on my pull list. This is actually number 1 on my pull list. Anything that has ninja in it with the ninja on it,
sure.
and the reference to Shokasoji, I'm in.
For sure, I know this is your jam. And wait until you get to the last page and see where this could go if I can like force these guys into doing more.
Oh, it's awesome! I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, and I'm sure Kurt's. I'm sure we're gonna flip through a couple of these when Kurt has them in his grubby hands. Um,
Absolutely.
I'm looking at a couple that I'm definitely gonna pick up too. But let's see. Now we're on Dino Beast by the
Yeah,
Koch
there's
brothers.
I believe there's 3 volumes of Dino Beast, which I have just out of reach over here next to some other stuff. But this is like kind of like a fantasy adventure, uh, dinosaurs as barbarians kind of shit.
Yeah,
Living sort of in a Masters of the Universe world, I would say.
yeah, it's definitely in the. Well, look at
Yeah.
that. So
I
you know,
believe they told me that there was a plan to do 5 or 6 of them, and I think they've got 3 of them done. I believe is,
right.
but
And
James draws a lot of other stuff for Cosmic Lion. He just did Family Fun Comics number 18 with his brother John, and which is a Stardust book. You know, the public domain Fletcher Hanks character
Yeah.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's available from. I mean, here I am trying to promote Power Pulp Comics, and I'm like trying to send people to Eli, but
It's
it's
all
a
right.
great, it's a great oversized magazine size
it's a
Stardust
scene.
adventure.
Yeah,
Just
it's good,
wild.
man. It's a
Yeah.
scene. They
Oh,
should
for
cross
sure.
pollinate,
Hmm.
because that's what this guy's credits are from, right? So
Right.
if you like Cosmic Lion stuff,
90 pages. 8.5 by 11, 90 pages.
Let me see if I can grab my
Nice.
copy.
Awesome. That is awesome.
yeah. And the colors, it looks like they're mostly flatting
I,
the Coates
I just
brothers
knew
when they're doing the colors.
yeah, I knew I just had them right here. So there's like, they're the nice, perfect binding, it's there's a lot of Dino Beast pages in these 3 volumes. Great stuff.
Damn.
This is how
Damn.
this is how I met these guys. They were posting about this on the Dino Beast before the first issue came out on Kickstarter. So
Right. And
yeah,
it's the kind of thing where you could maybe see like a figurine or a toy line.
right.
It reminds you
He
of Chance Priest and all those guys, right?
Somebody did a mock-up of their main character in like a toy version or something. And
Uh,
speaking of Chance, James did a cover for his latest issue of Warriors of the Universe.
yeah, I
So
saw that.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Are they on your Google Doc? I have to ask. Is Warrior because he has like 2 or 3 comics out there that are like real eye candy.
right.
Uh,
He's definitely on the wavelength for sure.
yeah.
I mean, I wish we could have everybody and invite everybody in. It's just like we got to just take it slow and build slowly. Otherwise, the whole thing will definitely collapse under its own weight.
Yeah. Well, look at that cover. So a lot of
Yeah.
action. He's got a nice fluidity to the art, I think.
So the brothers were there at IC3 the year before, the first year, the year you guys were not there, and I hope they come back next year because man, James did. He had the original art to the Stardust pages, and they were bigger than 11 by 17. They were like 15 by 20 or something. It was 15 by
Whoa.
24. They were giant,
Yeah.
and they were so
Whoa.
cool to look at. They were just massive.
Wow.
I might be over exaggerating, but they were bigger than 11 by 17.
Right.
Now, I have a request.
Yeah.
Brian McRae did
Yes.
a comic called Crania.
Yes. Yep.
Krania. Now, number 1 of his is out of stock. Number 2 he has, but you can get number 1 and 2 from England. And guess how much the shipping is from England for 2
$30.
comics?
$30.
$20.
Yeah.
So if you guys could pester Brian McRae as much as I have to get those 2 in American stock, I have to have his work.
Yeah, I have those issues. I have those issues here at the house, but
don't say that. Don't say
yeah. I've been following him for a long time.
I love it.
Brian Brian actually did the back cover to Tales to Enlighten the New Testament. That's his
Right.
artwork. Yeah. So I'm very familiar with him. I believe he, through John, since they did this Emerald Emu book together, I'm sure he has an open invite. I just don't think he has anything in print or any new self-published stuff other than the Emerald Emu here with John
Yeah.
Coates. So
And this is that tabloid size, Matt. Yeah, I think
yeah,
you're mentioning it's the 10 by 14.5 inch, 24 pages newsprint. So this looks absolutely like you could see the issue of
right,
Copra here.
right.
And then that is, oh my God. Yeah. His work is, I'd love to ink, and I'm just putting it out there, Brian. I would love to ink your work. Just amazing
So the
aesthetic.
interior
I'd really
pages.
turn on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
so
Really,
yeah, so
really
John
just,
is John is sending me a copy of that out tomorrow. So I haven't seen it, but it looks rad.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, that's
all right,
indie,
we'll keep
man.
moving. We'll keep moving.
This is the Coates brothers' newest book, Galaxy Gods, which is like his own version of kind of Kirby's Fourth World kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're definitely channeling the Kirby there. But
Right.
it's also like the blacklight poster era stuff, the Kirby dots, the
hmm
splash panels. Look at that. Yeah, that's classic. I love that.
So the first issue is it out of stock? I imagine it's out of print
Yep,
right now. So
yep.
he's finishing, and Galaxy Gods 2 is what he's working on now, and he's gearing up to do a Kickstarter to reprint the first one and release the second one together at the same time.
Cool. Very
So
cool.
so after Kickstarter, I imagine it'll appear here.
Nice.
See that? You can definitely have your.
Here's another one. Here's
Yeah,
another one.
this is Chris Anderson's upcoming project, Three-Headed
Yep.
Pigman, which
Yep.
Chris is absolutely swamped with work all the time. He's doing a secret project that hasn't been announced yet for one of the more major indies, and they have him nose to the grindstone right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's going to do that. He's got to do a second issue of Chaotic Neutral. He's got to do this. And then supposedly, rumor has it that he and I are going to be doing something together. But
What?
yeah, I'll break that news here. But I mean,
Woo!
who knows if that'll ever happen? We'll see. I'll be devastated, Chris. I know you're watching. I'll be devastated if it doesn't happen.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, we
yeah.
were definitely hanging at the IC3, and we got a lot of tastes in common.
Yeah.
Well, we've had him on our indie exchange. This was actually, I have this book. This is always near. I love it. I love the old dungeon model. Module,
Dungeons and Dragons, like the basic version.
Yep, it's so hot. Great stuff.
So I believe that was a Kickstarter he did with Mark Sable, who's the writer, and it's a module for Dungeons and Dragons and half comic book by Chris Anderson.
Yeah,
so
I love
it's
it.
an adventure, a playthrough adventure. It's a really great idea, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to steal it for Crom. I want to steal it for Crom.
I think it was a lot of work to get the gaming part done because I know Chris had finished the comic long before they had play tested the adventure itself.
So how does that work in a printed book? Is that like an if-then thing? Go to page 31? Is that the kind of stuff?
No, it's like a Dungeons and Dragons. Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
A module.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
it's a module where
master has to take off on their own and
right,
make the adventure. Choose your own adventure.
Right.
Yeah, it's all description.
This is another Chris Anderson joint here. I believe it's individual horror stories, like an anthology of horror stories, each based on a color. I don't know. It's been a long time since I picked it up. I don't have it anywhere near me, but it's a cool book. This is another Kickstarter I supported.
Look at his use of color there. It's very considered use of isolated color.
feel this might have been the impetus for Power Pulp Comics, because he says in some interview that he had boxes of comics that he knows people would love if they could just see them. So I feel like this might have been the one.
Right.
Jamie Jones's stuff, who is
we're waiting on this.
He's a fabulous cartoonist. I actually don't own these, even though I've been at shows with him before. It's just like you can't have, like, I have this little fortune cookie thing hanging on my refrigerator. You can't collect everything. Where would you put it? But yeah, this is like kind of like Spirit, the Spirit inspired. You know, Will Eisner's The Spirit. I believe this is magazine size too. Am I correct?
8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
Yes, hardcover too.
Oh, are they? Okay, great. I gotta support him. I gotta get some of these.
Well, this is out of stock.
Yeah, yeah, it's only out of stock
On its
because
way.
yeah, I believe it's on its way. I could be wrong, but I mean, it certainly should be here soon. So I think he has 2 volumes of The Baboon. I believe there's volumes 1 and 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting art style too. You
Yeah.
have a lot of these kind of like homage styles.
I love his painting. I love this cover. I would buy this comic just for that cover.
Did you guys meet you guys met Jamie at IC2?
Oh yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah.
Is he
Great guy.
involved
And
in
he just moved north of me. He's up in Philly. So
Right. I saw him when we were setting up IC3. He didn't have his patented bow tie on, and I was like, "Whoa,
Right.
man, out of uniform."
Oh man.
You know,
Great
it is a good gimmick. People remember the bow tie for sure.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, so this is Spacao, which is, I believe, an anthology of his work, also magazine size, and he just released Volume 4 at HeroesCon, I think. So
Nice.
he's from what I've seen, he really draws movement well. You know, really.
He's
Right.
a great
Dynamic.
cartoonist. Great cartoonist.
Right.
Great.
The guy that really did movement well was Gene Colan, right? It was like he had like blurriness before there was a blur filter in his regular like drafting. It was amazing.
Yeah. Pow.
Great covers on those Spacaos, you know.
His painted color work is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love. What's it say? Rubber Wolf.
Yeah, Rubber Wolf.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, Tony Farrow really nails the trade dress of the
Yes, he does.
the Silver Wolf stuff, or you know.
So that has nice gray tones. That reminds me of our Planet of the Apes black and white mags or Bad Axe or stuff like that. Really
It's
nice
all
gray.
that, you know, it's all that a riff on that Power Comics kind of Silver Wolf and it just Tony's a beast. I really dig his work. He came through in my Volume 2 Tales to Enlighten. He does the in between when we keep flashing back to Sam and Manfred going through the different chapters and stuff. What's that called? The
preview.
What are those pages called? Where it's like a setup and then we go into the story. He does all the setup story. So
yeah.
But Tony's great. I love the inks on this. You know, this kind of stuff.
Another great cartoonist.
Yeah. It's literally like an '80s independent comic. You know, with all the gruesome stuff. You know, the violence and the. It really transports you back to that
too. You know,
yeah.
Ink brush, yeah.
Yeah. Randy Tucker, that's another one.
It's awesome.
So Kurt, this is a new list of everybody that we have to have on Indie.
Oh no, these guys are on the list. They've been on the list.
Yeah.
Tony is a great dude. The first IC3 he came. My little crew of friends was there, and he joined us over at Popeyes, and like, he's a good dude.
Yeah, great.
Actually my Kickstarter, the second Kickstarter he's in a band. He plays bass in this band Mazinga, and he gave me an instrumental track to use for the video and stuff. So
Oh, that's
Nice.
hot.
really fun dude. Lives out in like Detroit, maybe. I don't know. He drives the IC3 from Detroit. It's like crazy.
Wow.
This is Pat Kane's Rorg of the Blood Swamp.
I'm getting all his work.
Yeah. So he has at least another issue or two of Rorg that I have over in my basement over here that is not on. Must be out of print or something. But this is a nice. What are the dimensions on this one? It's a nice little book.
It's a 6'9", 6x7, 6x7. Sorry.
Right. So it's a little odd shape, but
85 pages.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not bad.
I think you'll dig it.
Yeah. It's a flipper. We got a flipper.
Nice.
And then these have been way too long on my list. Let me snatch.
Oh yeah, Soraya.
Yep.
Very cool. That's Matchy, right?
Yep. Matchy.
Yeah.
So now we're getting into some.
I was starting to blank. But yeah, this is Kurt's whole jam, man.
Some muscular females.
Jam. Yeah.
Right.
He's on the crom tip. He's on the crom tip with Jamie Barrows and the Crom. So
there's a bunch of Sorayas there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's there, 4 issues maybe?
I believe so. I believe it's 4.
Yeah.
So once again, I love the cartooning. I also love his color. I am brutal on digital coloring, and he is working the magic. Here's his Galaxy Brigade.
Yeah, Galaxy Brigade. I have the first one. I believe there are 2.
It's so hot. Oh my god.
Yeah, all these guys. It's a real powerful lineup. I mean, great stuff from all these guys.
Yeah.
It's actually fun. It's fun running the Power Pulp Comics Instagram page too, because I actually have to go every morning and see if these guys posted anything new, so I can I can share it around and stuff. So it's been fun seeing his pages.
Well, that's why the Substack is gonna get busy real quick, and then if you guys add more names on there, it's gonna be like
right.
So you might want to do like daily updates. Who knows?
And then there's this bum that wrote this Tales to Enlighten book.
Yeah, but he was working with the James Edward Clark. So.
James is so good.
Dude,
yeah,
come on.
I've restarted posting this stuff every day. So I feel like I preaching to the choir here, but I mean this stuff is so good.
Yeah.
I feel
Once again, I can't express enough. Like, you gotta own these. It's just, it's magical. I mean, there's so much in your hands, indie comic creators. I'm 548 pages for the New Testament alone, and it's only $50. Add that to your shipping.
Right.
I mean, it's just. This is the time to get it. So, come on.
Come on down.
I endorse this message.
Good. Oh, yeah, and then you got, this is the prologue zine.
That's a little,
I don't have that one.
Yeah, what's the prologue zine all about?
So the prologue zine started as, Inktober, where they draw something different prompted for 30 days. So James did for Inktober when we were before the first book was out. We kind of cobbled together a narrative out of his Inktober drawings. It was all related to our book. Yeah, okay. But it's just like a little mini. What's the size on that? It's like something by 5 or something, 3 by 5 or
no. There's no size on there. There's no size.
Oh, really?
32 pages full color.
Oh, I have to address that if there's no size.
You'll have to address that. Yeah.
Because I don't want people ordering thinking it's like a full size comic because it's small.
It's like a zine. It's like a little zine.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Correct.
That's hot.
This guy here, I've never actually met him. I've been at the show with him. His name is Scott Gerard Ruhl or Rull. Please forgive me, Scott. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's Ruhl is his last name, and the covers and stuff look bomb. I don't have any of his work. It looks amazing though.
Yeah, he's got a very like John Crickfalusi style. I want to say like also Milton Knight maybe a little bit, right? Influence. Very like fluid. Very interesting cartoony style. Bubbly butts.
I myself am gonna have to order stuff off the website.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I think he has 3 or 4 issues of that Future Lux book he does.
Yeah, there's 3.
Well, we gotta meet some of these people, get inside their heads, and figure out what's going on here.
Yeah,
look at that page. Look at that page.
Imaginative
Jeez.
stuff.
Very cool stuff. I got to pick some of it up.
Some of these.
Now, this is somebody I was happy to get introduced by the website. Do you
cool.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, this Corinne Halbert.
Yeah.
She did a pinup for me in one of the 2 books. I forget which one. But yeah, she does this book Acid Nun, which she kind of uses herself as a character in there, or based on herself perhaps. But just such cool stuff. Where's she out of? She used to live in Chicago. I believe she lives in New York right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she works at oh shit, I'm gonna screw this
like
up.
A New York thing.
She used to work at Quimby's. Now she works at Forbidden Planet, maybe? I'm not sure. Previously on Power Pulp Comics. Yeah, Corinne, I've only met her at our Zoom meetings and stuff, but it seems like a really genuine, authentic person. Great person. Really love the colors she uses, her artwork.
Me too.
I'm a big fan. I was buying the Acid Nun stuff as it came out. I believe Fantagraphics collected the Acid Nun issues into a single volume. And her latest book now is the Scorpio Venus. What is it? Scorpio Venus Rising? What is it?
Yes,
yeah.
Scorpio Venus Rising.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So I haven't got this stuff yet, or I really have to hop on and check it out because I'm a big fan of her stuff. You just can't get everything. And even these people that I'm like tightly aligned with now, I still don't have this stuff. So, and I have a lot of stuff.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I got to get on
the
that.
little that we have seen, it looks really good. So more investigation needed.
Right. This is Brad Dwyer's 8 Men of the Apocalypse. I think there's like 10 issues at this point. This shit is absolutely bonkers.
On the list.
Yeah. I mean, the very embodiment of weird, he takes his own characters. He throws in Stardust is in there, a couple other public domain stuff from like I guess the 30s or whatever that Golden Age, the Golden Age Planet comic stuff.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff. He has a couple
modern stuff.
Couple characters. Yeah. But heavy inks, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what a title.
So looks like a lot of issues out there.
Yeah, I think he has 10 issues. I've been supporting him since the beginning on Kickstarter, so it's fun to be
$5 a pop, 24 pages.
24 pages, black and white.
Yeah.
Interior is right. Doesn't have the size.
It
looks like a
wraparound cover. Bomb.
Yeah, it looks like floppies.
Yeah, they are. They're all floppies. Yeah.
And
good stuff.
And we got 8 Men, and then
I'm a neat man.
This is I believe this is a zine. This is a zine that Brad did.
72-page fanzine that pays homage to the cult exploitation films and B-movies.
I mean, that's Death Wish on the cover, right?
Hell yeah. Fighting an alligator.
Charles Bronson in the sewer fighting an alligator.
this is going on the list.
Right,
This is
and
on the
and you got
list.
some text there too, so
Man.
it looks very zine-ish.
It's a Ken
Yeah.
Landgraf cover. Excuse me, Ken Landgraf cover. Look at how
Right.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Gotta love Ken. Gotta love
I
him.
love Ken. I love Ken. Oh man, yeah, this has got to happen.
This is something I got to pick up myself. So
Yeah, and then we have Sam Royale. Oh no, we got 2 more artists to go.
yeah, this is Sam J. Royale, who is responsible for the Power. Well, the Power Pulp logo was initially I think the first draft was done by Jamie Jones. Tony Farrow got his hands on it for a minute, and then Sam kind of refined everything. So and he did the catalog for us. But these are his, Dishoom 1 and 2 are his self-published. Though I believe they're 8.5 by 5.5 or something. But really fun art. The way he cobbles it together, he'll do a pencil drawing, then he'll go back and throw it in Photoshop. Every story is done a different way.
I love it.
Like
yeah, very different styles.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I love how he's playing with all this stuff. And he's keeping
Go back one for a second.
consistency.
Yeah, wait. Flip around like that one. What does that remind me of? That reminds me of something I saw in heavy metal, but really interesting style, right? Like color painterly.
Love it. Yeah. Man, so many great guys.
Yeah, he's done. He's kind of in the Cartoonist Kayfabe Ringside Seats group. He's kind of responsible for everybody's logos and stuff. Not everybody, but he's done several logos. Did the Ghost Agents logo, I believe, is his. And
yeah,
he's really.
Wow.
That's what
everybody thinks the world of him as far as his design skills.
I'm doing some logos right now. It's something that I think logos need a logo artist.
That Pariah
Yes.
that book of Pariah was I think it's square bound. It's a nice little hardcover. Or is it softcover?
No. Let me
Might
go
be
back.
softcover. It's got a perfect binding. I forget if it's hardcover or softcover now.
It doesn't say, but it's 100 pages, 6 by 6.
Yeah. Okay. So he takes meticulous detail. I mean, not through PowerPoint, but when he was mailing out his orders, everyone was wrapped. His trademark is like red and black is his thing. Like when he was at IC3, he was wearing like a black turtleneck, and he had the tablecloth was red, and so when he sent out his orders, they were gift wrapped in like red tissue paper with
is he one of these?
It's just everything is
one of these people like
just
question
really
mark and the Mysterians, where the superstitious with the color. The question mark and the Mysterians from 96 Tears, like everything had to be orange.
I don't know.
Label because the labels were orange. It was like everything was like superstitious.
This is Kurt Burdick's Galacto Pit Fighter, which is a super fun kind of period piece and like alien. I mean, look at this is the back cover, smashing a baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, he's responsible for the death of power, so he had answered the calling to remake the Death of Superman, and he did it so well.
Yeah,
so,
it's a new Kickstarter coming out very shortly for the new issue. But
6, I think it is, right? Is it issue 6 coming?
Yeah.
6?
So all that's available through us right now is this Galacto Pit Fighter. He doesn't have the stock or I'm not sure why he doesn't reprint them, but that's the thing about this collective is you can do what you want. Nobody's mandating anything.
Right.
But but Death of Power from Kurt is absolutely wonderful. So
nice stuff.
That's the rundown right now. Like I said this morning, we announced that Charles Globitz was our new member, and we have definitely a couple more. Probably by the time this is out, I'll have a couple more names to add to that. Two definite, I think, or one definite, one I'm pretty sure, and one we haven't heard back from yet. But and that's really going to be it for the foreseeable future. Other than the collectives, anybody in the collective and their new work, that's it for now.
You guys have done a great thing here, and hoping that this really takes off to show the big distributors and all these people, these gatekeepers, and all these like diamond people that are just saying no, it's got to be everything all in one warehouse, and it's got to come out of us. No, you can do a lot of different things here, and we'll see what ends up being the best sustainable model for creators, for retailers, distributors, and end users. We shall see. But
we shall see.
So, in the description, I'm only going to post the URL. That's it. So, once you get to the description on this video, it's just powerpulpcomics.com. I'm going to flash it up right now, but get it over there. Get it in your bookmarks. And you also, based on the last the episode before, is follow them on their Substack, which I'll also put a link to. So there'll be two links.
So let's go.
Well, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out from discussing the very minutia of what lettering you're going to do, and the Hubertons are going to do, the Tuesday cult, all of it. We can get back to that next week. Elevena, all of it.
All happening. But,
the Duke.
But what about your media blitz? Like, I was on Comic Tropes the other day when they go live and they have the live chat, and they were talking exactly about this model that he keeps updating everybody on the latest acquisitions of Penguin, Random House, Diamond, and this, that, and the other. And I was trying to put in the chat, you guys hear about this new Power Pulp Comics? And and then it just it just scrolls up in 2 minutes and nobody ever responds. But I could see you guys like doing some interviews and getting some I don't know, Bleeding Cool or some of these other comic
Yeah, there was a nice write up on the Comics Beat last week. Publishers Weekly ran a little thing about us.
I saw the Comic Beat thing. Yeah.
We have some other stuff that I think is going to be rolling out. I was supposed to do another podcast today for the Comic Fortress, but I guess that's been delayed for a while.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely some stuff coming up, and I'll be banging the drum hard on Instagram. It's everybody who follows me knows I'm relentless with that shit. So.
Well, yeah. All right. So maybe you guys even want to pitch in and try some digital advertising to the right targeted marketed shit. Kurt knows better about the SEO than me, but I'm sure there's ways to reach people. So.
Yeah. Well, right now we're really just going to try to bang our way into some stores and stuff and hope it kind of cascades and builds. So
I think it will, man.
That's our plan.
I'm predicting good.
Well, we'll be looking forward to an update. In a couple months, we'll see what's going on, but we'll obviously be watching and purchasing. So,
sounds good.
Always a great time having you on, Matt. Always looking forward to the next time, and even so, waiting patiently for IC3 2026.
Same here, brother.
Yeah.
But Jake and I will be back next week. This was our placeholder just based on things out there that we had to not be here on a Sunday and everything. So, all right. So we will say good day.
Good day.
All right, folks. Take it easy. Don't forget to check out our other channels. We have Comics That Influence, where we do flip throughs, and the Indie Creator Exchange, all on our Turbo Pit Fighter YouTube homepage. See you all next Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
And I'll see you next Sunday.
All right.